And I'm live, and I'm gonna ping Farmer, otherwise she won't forgive me.
You're gonna do what? Oh, you're gonna
If
ping farmer.
if I don't direct message Farmer, I get some very upset messages.
Yeah, she's already upset that we're late.
Yeah, no, I'm excellent at this. I'm a fucking professional. Uh, Hippo, hello. I'm gonna send out a bunch more pings. I fucked up the time zone twice on this one. I'm so good at this.
You know there's apps for that, right?
Yeah, and there's like timestamp converters, and I could have just put it in my calendar correctly. I could have done a lot of stuff. Good morning, Farmer. Donnie, hello. Oh man, all the Oh, and Skippy's just joined. No,
Can
he
you hear
ran
my
away.
background noise or not?
Nah, I can't hear background noise.
Alright,
Kel
that's good.
Kelly, that is a sweet emote, my friend. Go fetch Rumple. I'll see if he's around. I can't run upstairs. It's still quite early. No, my cats are running. Ooh. There he is. Ah, this is the last live episode Retired Hero's gonna catch, otherwise he's gotta go back to work.
Oh no.
Oh, same with Farmer. Oh.
What? Are they leaving?
They're back to work, so they're not gonna catch streams live anymore. And Kelly
Oh
says,
no.
Kelly, don't worry, this
But they're
isn't.
watching this one, right?
They are, yes. They're not. This
Good.
isn't an official branded
Important
hoodie.
stuff.
This is a knockoff one, so it's not a real hoodie. Don't worry. Alright, I think everyone who has been super keen for this is in the chat, so without further ado. And now, gamers of all ages, get ready to witness a showdown like no other as we introduce the tactical titan, the strategy savant, the maestro of mayhem in the realm of board games. Hailing from the frosty kingdom of cerebral challenges, she emerges from the shadows with a mind as sharp as the finest blade and a heart colder than the iciest glacier. Known far and wide as the master of games with cities and knights, she's conquered every terrain, navigated every labyrinthine alley, and fortified every virtual wall. Whether it's building mighty metropolises or forging alliances that echo through the ages, her strategy is as ruthless as a blizzard and as intricate as a snowflake. Her haters told her she couldn't do it, and she told them to let it go. It's the one, the only, IceQueen.
Thank you, thank you. Oh wow.
Wow,
Nice.
I'm being accused of ChatGPT here.
I believe that.
No, she sent it to
Did you
me.
use chat?
Ice Queen sent it to me, everyone. Same with
I
Calm. I
did
did.
not. I did not. I mean, yes, of course, I'm so full of myself.
Absolutely. Anyway,
Absolutely, that's me.
welcome, Ice Queen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just finally glad it's finally weekend.
Oh, yeah, what? Oh, yeah, it's Friday for you, isn't it?
It's Friday.
Very nice. It's Saturday morning over here. What's on for the weekend?
um, wedding prep mostly.
Oh, is this your wedding or someone else's?
Yeah, my wedding. It's in 5 weeks.
Ooh,
So
congratulations.
thank you. Picking up the wedding arch we bought from someone tomorrow, but it's quite a drive, so. Getting up early.
That sounds good. How's everything? Are you under control or are you in a bit of a frantic state?
No, I'm under control, but I am a bit of a control freak, so time's going little bit too fast. Feel
Oh.
like there's still so much to do.
Yeah, I think based on what I've seen of my friends' wedding preps, that's the case for everyone in every wedding. It just comes in very rapidly.
Yeah, all the big stuff is done, so it's good. It'll be fine.
That's good, as long as you got the person doing the wedding and you and the groom will be there. That's you're 80% of
Well,
the way
basically
there.
we're doing everything ourselves, so I think we still need to buy all the drinks and snacks, but everything else is
Wow, yeah, that's a big job.
done. Got the shopping list. It'll be fine.
Very cool. I'm being told the flock is helping with the honeymoon. Any comments on that?
Yes, it is. Been getting lots of honeymoon advice from the flock.
And Ivy is joining the honeymoon apparently.
Yes, yes. Ivy's giving us a tour of the LA, showing us where to go, and Jazz is telling us where to go in Yosemite and Sequoia, and she's promised us ice cream. So
Oh, damn, I want ice cream.
yeah, you're gonna have to go to San Francisco then.
I will, yeah, yeah. Oh man. I'm being told by Farmer that you told her what shops to go to in LA as well. But it sounds like that is not
I told her, or she told me.
she told you apparently.
I need to look that up in my document. I have a document of places I need to go and place I need to eat and drink and things I need to avoid. So I created a document with all the information the flock's given me for honeymoon advice. Very a big shout out to the flock. Very grateful for all the help.
Farmer is yelling the sex shop ice queen. Let's let's
Did you
just
know that farmer is my emergency contact in the U.S.?
I
When I
didn't
requested my ESTA, I gave up farmer's information, so she's my emergency help right now.
I didn't know that. Well, there you go. So, where are you? Are you based in Canada or are you on the East Coast?
I'm in the Netherlands.
Oh, you're in the Netherlands.
It's almost 11 p.m. here.
Oh, I see. Which part of the Netherlands? I've only been to a very small part of it.
Well, do you know anything besides Amsterdam?
I know a little bit, yeah.
Okay, what other places do you know?
So I went to where was it? Vleuten, and then we visited Utrecht, and then we went
Okay.
to Venlo, and then we went to Amsterdam.
Whoa, you went to Venlo?
Yeah, I've got family in Venlo. So my
No
mum's,
way.
yeah.
Okay, so I actually grew up like 10 kilometers from Venlo. I lived there for my first 19 years of my life.
Damn, there you go. And when I was going there,
Wow.
this was with my ex-partner's family, and they were saying that like my relatives kind of live out in the sticks. It's like way out, kind of in the countryside, I suppose, and right near the
The
border
countryside
too.
of Venlo.
Yeah, pretty much. And we were like right on the border. We took a wrong turn and ended up in Germany, so we had to double back.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what you do when you're near Venlo. It's really close to the German border. Yeah, so I'm actually from near Venlo, but I live near Groningen, which is in the northeast.
Very cool. And you're
So
pl
yeah,
planning to stay in the Netherlands for the rest of your life, or are you looking to sort of travel around a bit?
I have a house here, so for now I don't have a lot of choice. Um,
Yep.
Grew up to maybe move to Finland, but my fiance doesn't agree. So for now I'm stuck here.
Yeah, gotcha. Do you is
How
there a
about
lot
you?
of
Any plans for the weekend?
Oh, good question. Got the stream in the morning. Tomorrow I've got a buddy coming around with his baby, so the two of us are babysitting while our partners are going for a bike ride. and then I'm playing basketball for his team Sunday night. So yeah, it should be fun.
Nice.
And I think that's it. Today we're hoping to take it very easy, which was our plan last weekend, but then we got an email on Friday night saying you have a house inspection next week from our real estate agent. So we're like, crap, we got to spend
House
this.
inspection.
Yeah, they come in every 6 months just to make sure you're not trashing the place.
All right.
So we had to clean the house, and we were like, damn it. So this weekend is our makeup. We bought Disney Illusion Island, so we want to play that two-player. We're trying to
Is
recapture. Oh, sorry, go.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, have you played It Takes Two?
I'm trying to think. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've played it.
We played that, and we were like, we'll play a couple of hours, and then we spent the whole weekend playing it. It is just such a good two-player game that now we're trying to find other 2P games to just burn our weekends on.
Nice.
Kelly is sassing me, and he's saying he's shocked that I live in squalor and I don't clean more. I think there's a hint of sarcasm in that.
I just opened your stream. I can see you chat now. Oh, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, there's another kitty over here.
I don't know where ours are right now. Probably outside. But you think one would be around? We've got three of them, but no, no cats.
No, you were telling me a story earlier when you got home. Do you want to tell the viewers what happened?
Oh yeah, I got home from the store and one of our cats brought us a gift. So
Which
it was
was?
a dead mouse. But you can hear him. You know from a distance that he's got something because he'll just come running, meowing happily. You can hear in the way he's meowing that he's got something. Very proud. So we just close the door so he doesn't bring it in. Just make sure he can't get in. And then he just sits there with his dead mouse, and then he starts eating it. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. So I took it away from him.
Uh, I guess tried to gift it to you, and you said you don't want it, so he was like, "Well,
Yeah.
don't want this to go to waste."
Yeah. He tried to give me a gift, but I didn't want that. I didn't accept that. I know, rude.
Rude. So, do you know a lot of people in the Netherlands, like Catan gamers? Is there a big scene there?
I don't know. I just know a few, like from the ones that were in that are wearing in Kiev Catan, but
Oh,
not a
yeah.
lot. I think I know like I don't know. I've met two or three.
Is that where Treek
I've
is
met
from?
Trika saw. Yeah. Treek lives like 45 minutes from here.
Cool. I love
Yeah, I've
his
met Treek
videos.
and I've met Trissy.
Ah, Trissy was on my team for a tournament we were playing yesterday.
Yeah, I met Trissy, but he lives on the opposite side of the country, like literally. We can't get further apart.
That's
But Trissy actually messaged me the other day to ask if I was gonna go to nationals this year, but I'm
what's
not sure.
is that what part of the year does that fall in?
Sorry?
When is nationals this year?
To 2nd of September. So I'm not sure yet. I signed up, but it's so close to the wedding that I'm not sure if I can make it.
Yeah, I guess that's what 3 weeks out from the wedding, so you'd be have a lot of other stuff on, I imagine.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure. So if I have everything I need to get done, then I'll go, but
Oh,
I
well,
might just cancel.
I will cross my fingers for you. How how did you get your start in Catan? How did you first get introduced to the game?
Um, so when the game first came out in the Netherlands, it it was announced to be the game of the year on a game fair that I was at on a board game fair that I was at with my parents and my brother, and we played it there and we bought it. That's how I got into Catan.
Very cool. And then how did you how did your journey go from that point?
I just played for fun with family and friends later on. So we bought Seafarers as soon as it came out, and then Cities and Nights. City Nights has always been my favorite. There's so much diversity there, which I really like. And at some point, COVID hit, and my fiance doesn't like tabletop games, especially not Catan. So I had to find a
Wow.
way to play Catan. So I went online, and that's when I started playing competitively. So I've only been playing competitively for a few years, but I've been playing Catan for most of my life.
Wow, your fiance doesn't like tabletop games.
No, not
So,
at all. Not at only if he can make sure the game ends really quickly when he's tired of it,
oh my
which is pretty quick
goodness.
usually. We just play with Dominion, um, and things like Cards Against Humanity,
Yeah, gotcha.
reverse checkers.
Yeah, checkers is a good game.
um, what's it's also okay with 52 card pickup. Do you know that?
Ah, yes, but if you had a deck of cards, and were right in front of me, I would be polite and ask you to demonstrate.
Yeah, he knows. Starts looking at me. And
is there is there a deck of cards all over your living room floor right now?
nope, nope, not happening because he knows he'll have to clean it up himself.
So, so when you first got into the online scene, you were already like pretty adept at the game. Would you say you've improved a lot in sort of that 3 years since you started playing online?
I started playing differently. I don't think I've necessarily um, gotten better or worse, but I started seeing different ways of playing the game. Because I used to be a very like just a social player, just for fun. Um, and playing online made me more competitive, and also sometimes less nice.
Yeah, it has a
But
way
I'm
of doing
usually
that.
quite nice, even even though you claimed it differently in your introduction of me. I'm actually quite nice. I'm also known as Nice Queen.
My introduction, how dare you? You sent me this to read.
You know it's not true.
Yeah, we'll let the people decide. Everybody, one in the chat if you think I slash chat GPT wrote it, or two if you think IceQueen prepared her own introduction. Let's throw it to the people to decide. All right, thank you for the follow. Who we got? Julio. Thank you so much, Julio. We're interviewing Ice Queen. So I've got a question in the chat, Ice Queen. What are your thoughts? This is from RH on a separate tournament for women slash non-males.
I think it could be very interesting. I think the dynamic will be very different. Because you do see that, at least I noticed that uh, other like male players in general interact differently with other men than that they interact with women. Um, I, in the last season, Pro Competitors League in KOC, I was the only female player, and you'd often see that the guys will have like some banter going on between them, but nothing was ever shot towards me. So maybe it's because I was just chilling there or just fucking up and not a threat. But you realize, at least I realized that you're being talked to in a different way, less aggressive. So you notice difference between interaction, but I've also heard women really being uncomfortable, made uncomfortable in games. I've personally not experienced that, but I have heard about it. So I think it could be very interesting for a dynamic.
Yeah, that is interesting. Are you in PCL this season?
Well, the last season just ended.
Oh,
I
right.
did really, really bad, but I did well. The season before that, I gave up my semi-final spot.
Oh,
I was
wow.
supposed to be in semis the season before that, but I had a dancing competition of the night that the finals would be. So I gave up my semi spot to the next person who ended up winning the finals. So I'm happy I did.
So
Proud of that. Proud of them.
you basically won the finals then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, he won it on my behalf.
Yeah, okay. So they
No,
gave you the crown.
no, he did great. He did great. I'm happy that was able to give up my spot to someone who made the best of it.
Very cool. What sort of dancing, if I might ask? You don't have to answer this one.
I do ballroom and Latin dancing.
Very cool. Is it competitive or was it just like a show like a
It's competitive. I do competitions.
wow. So were you doing that
Is it?
before you started playing Catan competitively?
Yes. I've been dancing since 2012, but just like Catan, just for fun initially. But I've been dancing competitively for I think I don't know 5 years, 6 years.
Very cool. Would you describe yourself as a competitive person in general? Oh my God, retired hero says a decade.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes, 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 yes. Retired hero. I am ancient.
uh,
Yeah, I can be competitive. It does really depend on the environment I'm in. But I can be competitive.
very cool.
But I've been playing Catan longer than I've been dancing.
Yeah, I've been
I
playing
mean,
Catan.
I've been playing Catan long before lots of people I play against were born.
You played what, sorry?
I mean, Catan came out in 1997 in the Netherlands.
Oh wow,
I'm
yeah.
I'm quite sure many of the people I play against weren't born yet then.
Yeah, I would have been 6.
I was 7, so
Oh wow. Okay, so we're both in the 30 plus club. Kelly was welcoming me to the 30 plus club. Apparently we get bad dev card luck because we're over 30.
oh no, no, my death cards are fine in base, double monos and all.
Damn. If Julio,
Not
thank you.
not always, not always.
Julio raided us early. Thank you for the raid, Julio. I've been told he has coined the Illuminati of 30 plus getting the bad dev cards. Oh, 30 plus stream. Oh, okay, so only the 30 plus streamers get the bad luck apparently.
All right.
All
I
right.
don't stream, so that explains a lot.
Yeah, that's why you're getting the monos and I'm getting nothing but fucking early game VPs. All right. Retired Hero is asking, what gives you a bigger rush, Dance or Catan, or Dance
Dance,
Catan?
dance.
Dance.
I
Yeah.
mean, I gave it my position to potentially get to finals in order to dance. So,
Yeah, that's amazing. That's and how did you go in that competition?
so it was actually very interesting because my regular competition partner wasn't available. So me and one of my friends, we actually convinced the organization that we could dance together. So I was leading Latin and she was leading ballroom, and we ended up getting first place in our class in Latin. So it went
Hells
really well.
yeah. That's hype, man.
So
So
yeah, very happy with that.
that's very cool. Do you spend a lot of time in, or are you a member of a lot of the Catan Discord communities?
Mm, let me see. Define being a member.
Uh, I guess, are you actively checking them and posting in them?
Only KOC,
Only KOC.
unless you count the flock.
I do count the flock, but yeah, so
Then
KOC.
KOC and the flock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you find how do you find being sort of in those discords? Do you generally like posting a lot and interacting with people, or are you sort of not a big online presence?
I used to be on the admin team of KOC. So I do enjoy being there. I actually had a super fun talent show a couple of years ago. Um, so yeah, I do enjoy interacting with other people on the server, um, talking about whatever, but can be Catan can be about life, can be about honeymoon advice.
That's what made you get involved with the admin team?
Um, so I got asked to join KOC when I played some of the people who were on KOC via Catan Universe, and I just spent a lot of time there especially initial when first during the first COVID lockdown. So the community really grew on me, and I wanted to do something back for the community.
That's nice. And what did you have overall a good experience in the admin team?
Yes, yes, definitely.
That's good. What do you have any sort of events that you ran or achievements that you're particularly proud of while you were doing that?
I was the head of socials mainly. So I was in charge of the talent show that we hosted. I think it was second Christmas Day 2020 probably, or 2021. So that was super fun. We did some music quizzes. But I was also a big part of the update team, so we updated the rankings. Um, but more less fun the parts where people come to you with abuse cases, which of course is important, but never fun that it happens. But it's important that there's someone there to pick those things up.
Yeah, was
So yeah,
that
a little bit of everything.
yeah, was that I'll come back to the abuse cases, that's pretty serious, but could you just tell me a bit more about that talent show? I'm very intrigued to hear about this.
So KOC back then was really it was a really close knit community, which was super fun. So there was someone who did stand-up comedy, someone who did a trick where taught us how to wiggle our noses. I gave a dance workshop. There were people playing instruments, so piano, saxophone. Someone sang, so it was really nice.
That sounds amazing.
It
Yeah.
was it was so fun. There are lots of face reveals there, lots of face reveals.
Yeah. Retired here is asking, and this is something I'm curious to hear as well. How important do you think having women on the admin teams is in some of these servers?
I think it's very important. I think, but not just women, but it's just important to have a variety of people with different backgrounds on an admin team. Because if something happens, it's nice to have someone to approach who you can feel connected to. So it might be someone with the same gender, but or someone with same ethnical background. Could be whatever. But it's important to have a variety of people who are on the admin team so everyone can feel that there's someone that they can talk to when needed.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you think in general, or you may not want to comment on this, but do you think in general there is good representation among most of the admin teams, or at least in the KOC, in your experience? Do you think they have a good mix of people in there?
Yes. The only teams I am actually aware of uh, a bit of who's on there are KOC and a bit of Catan community, and I think that's absolutely the case.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm not that active, but I know in Catan community, I think Gigs is probably the most sort of present person organizer in there, and then in Champs, which I'm also in, I think it's Calm. So I think to me, it's interesting that um, the women seem to be driving a lot of the administration and promotion in some of these servers.
In general, so not to be stereotypical, but in general, women find social activity easier, like making people get together and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha.
It's also something I noticed at the in the workspace and stuff. It's uh women in general are more outgoing, so I think it's a role that they would more easily take.
Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. On the flip side of this, do you have an opinion on whether the sort of very competitive scenes, so things like CPI or PCL, do you think these are less appealing to women?
Um, I can only speak for myself.
Yep,
For me, it doesn't matter.
gotcha.
So, because I've never thought about, oh, I might be the only female in there. No, I don't care.
Yeah, nah,
I just
that's
want to
cool.
play.
Else, yeah, I want to play too. And with the abuse cases, that sounds horrible. Was that a big part of the job, or would that ever sort of just come up from time to time?
Um, I don't want to go into it too much, but it 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 tends to like have peaks, like where at some point suddenly you get lots of reports and then a long time nothing. So it
Interesting.
comes in waves.
Yeah,
At
no,
least back then. I don't know what it's like now, because right now there's only PCL and PL, so I guess it's probably less because these are all experienced players.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I only ask. I don't want you to go into it, but I'd never thought about that as part of the job as an admin is sort of dealing with grievances. So that's an insight for me that you
Yeah,
have to
you
do
want to
that.
make sure that it's a nice and safe environment for everyone.
Yep, I definitely am on board with that. Do you have any
Oh,
advice?
I'm
Oh, sorry,
actually
sorry, keep going.
I just remembered I'm actually sort of actively part of one more Catan Discord server, which is Liberated and Majestic Knights, which is a C&K server.
That's cool. So
So
it's
shout out to them.
just for CK.
Yeah, they organize 3-player tournaments for Cities and Knights First Island and Cities and Knights Treasure Islands.
That sounds.
Liberated, Liberated and Majestic Knights farmer.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to. You wouldn't have if is your computer on? Would you be able to put a link into the Twitch chat, or is that gonna be too
I'm
difficult?
not logged on to Twitch, but
Are you able to DM
let's
me and
see.
I'll shout that
Yeah, I'll
out
do that.
because there might be some viewers who are interested in there.
Yeah, they've not been active lately, but I guess they will probably be again soon. Comes in waves. Um, I need my laptop to cooperate. Um,
What's the what was the Treasure Island game mode? That sounds like fun.
oh, it is. It's like so you have the main island, but apart from that, there's fog, and underneath the fog, there's resources. Could
Uh
be
huh.
gold, could be water, could be desert, could be resources. And if you settle on one of the islands, you get I think 2 additional VPs. Um, it's but it's very luck based because could get really lucky when going island hunting, treasure hunting, because you can also get treasures, which will give you 2 additional roads or 2 resources. So it's also very much luck based.
That
Um,
sounds fun.
but it is super fun. Where is my Liberated and Majestic Night server? Oh, here, got it.
Starfarers. Is that a
I
new
invite.
expansion? Is that like in space?
I'm going to send you the invite link.
Awesome. I will put that in the
Okay.
chat for anyone who might be interested. Do you do you find sometimes you go through a phase where you want to play like very competitively and sort of play a lot of base or a certain game mode, and then sometimes you just want to go do some other stuff and play like silly maps and this sort of thing?
If I want to play a lot of bass.
Or maybe base is a bad
The only
example.
reason, the only time I play bass game is when I'm in a competition.
Yeah, but do you find you sort of sometimes you want to just play like the normal CK maybe and like maybe climb in a competitive
Yeah,
league
yeah.
and then
There's
others
times. Yeah, there's times I just want to play First Island, and there's also times I just want to play some expansions, because there's also Enchanted Land where you have to fight dragons, which is also super fun. Um, or the Great Canal, where you have to make sure that the canal has water again.
Oh my goodness, a canal filling it up with
Enchanted
water.
Land is I, I love Enchanted Land. It's so fun. And Treasure Island. But also, so I heard you played Black Forest against like, against Carm. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Well,
didn't
you
tell
were
me what the
doomed to fail.
settings were. She didn't tell me
You
how
were
many
doomed to fail. But
VPs.
Black Forest CK is the best. It's so fun. But if I play Carm, I just know I'll lose. I actually usually lose Black Forest CK because I don't know what the right tactic is there.
Yeah, my tactic was build too many roads and then get flamed by Farmer in the chat. And to be honest, it went really well. I built roads and I got flamed, so 2 out of 2.
Nice.
Retired hero is going to split. All right, have a good day, hero.
Bye,
Yeah,
hero.
have you got a favorite map?
Um, like for CK or for expansions?
Just any game mode. What would you say is your favorite to play?
It's I don't know. It depends on my mood, but in general, I basically always enjoy First Island, but Oceania, so CK and Seafarers, is also really nice.
Yeah, I need
And
to
Black
get into
Forest is
Sea.
fun occasionally, because
Yeah, I need to get into
sorry,
Seafarers. I need to get into Seafarers. I've never
yes,
played it.
no, we should play. It's so fun.
I'm down. Yeah. Do you think for you the competitive side of the Catan scene is more appealing or the social side? What matters more to you?
Social, social,
And has that always been the case?
yes.
Yeah, it's
I've had
very cool.
times where my competitive side has taken over, and that's the point where I took a step back and was like, okay, I'm not having fun this way. I'm not enjoying playing Catan this way. So I went back to focusing more on what's more fun for me to do.
Yeah, I think I went through a similar experience too. I think if you get too into grinding ladder or winning tournaments or whatever it might be, you can really lose sight of playing games for fun.
Yeah, I had that when I was doing the grind on CU. Something I was done.
Yeah, what was the are you still playing most of your games on CU?
Yes.
Do you prefer, have you dipped your toe in the water of Colonist or have you not really tried it out much?
I I have, because all the PCL games are on Colnist, so that's base. But I usually play on my phone, and even though it's improved a lot on mobile, I'm still not a big fan of Colnist on mobile.
Hmm.
And I think it's very annoying that I need to become a member in order to play CK.
Yeah.
Um, where at CU I paid €5 and I own the game for life. And
Yep.
on CU I also have the expansions for Enchanted Land and the Great Canal, stuff like that. Rise of the Incas. Any Incas players online? Incas is super fun as well.
If any Incas players are in the chat, please make yourself known. I've never played any of these expansions, but they do sound like fun. Are they all like €5 and then you just own them?
Yeah, on CU, yes.
Oh, it's so much better. I wish I could just buy. I am like I'm a
Come to
member.
the dark side. Come
Maybe
to
I
the dark
will.
side. Come to CU. It has lots of bugs, but I still love it.
If there's silly game modes available, that is an avenue I'm interested in pursuing because I'm a little bit over base myself. I want to do other
It's
stuff.
kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to find auto matches for those game modes. But if you know some people that play, just get together and play.
Yeah, well, this is nice. I'm starting a new Discord server with my friend Liz, where it's not a Catan specific server. We want to have like a sort of games night server, where we can just
Oh,
play
nice.
whatever. So this sort of thing sounds exactly what I'm after. So I'm gonna have to check out CU.
So are you looking for members for for this Discord server?
Yeah, now that farmers decided to leave all the Discord servers, I'm like, this is the perfect time. We can get everyone into our server now. I don't know. I'll chuck a link in the chat. I'm not aggressively trying to recruit people, but if people want to come play some more social games, I think it's the environment that we would like to build.
Nice. I enjoy that.
Do you play a lot of other board games other than Catan?
I play Dominion quite a lot.
Dominion. I don't think I've played that.
Yeah, it's a deck building game. It's really fun. It has a lot of expansions. Um, I've played a lot of Ticket to Ride. I really enjoy Elfenland, which is also on Board Game Arena actually, which is nice. Yeah, that's Dominion.
I've definitely seen this box before in game stores, but I've never played it.
I really recommend it.
Apparently, the
It's
documentary
it's
Dominion is excellent.
it's easy to learn, and there's a lot of different tactics that you can, a lot of different strategies you can pick up. So I'm playing a lot of AI games right now to learn different techniques.
That sounds
But
really good.
I have the physical copy, which is super fun, and it's one of the games that my fiance will every now and then play with me.
That's nice. Have you got a big group of friends, like in IRL friends, who are big board game
Yeah.
fans?
Yes, but well, COVID didn't help with that. But
Yeah.
yes, I have plenty of friends who do really enjoy tabletop games. So
What about like Dungeons and Dragons? Have you ever gone down that path?
I have actually. I used to be part of a Dungeon and Dragon group a couple of years ago, but I got too busy with other things, so I left. But there's a plan. My friend has a plan to start up a new group, and we'd meet up only once every 2 weeks, so that would be manageable for all of us.
Yeah, once a week is a big commitment once you're working and
Yeah,
have kids and whatever.
or cats.
Or cats. Yeah, cats are hard work. Have you ever played like Hearthstone or any other? Have you ever got into more sort of video games rather than sort of board game adaptations digital?
I've played a lot of Age of Empires when I
Oh,
was younger.
hells yeah. What number are we talking
Um,
here?
like Age of Empires 2 was my
Yes!
Warcraft 2, um, Knights and Merchants, Soldier of Fortune. I still enjoy playing The Sims.
Do you drown your
I-
people in the pool? Are you one of these?
You you can't anymore the nowadays Sims because they can just climb out at the edge. They're smarter these days, these Sims.
Did you used to do that? I've never got into The Sims, but I've heard people doing all sorts of like masochism to their poor little simulated
Yeah,
people.
or you like put them in a house and you move the doors and then you make sure that they set the food on fire and they burn.
Oh my god.
Or you you lock them into the house and you make sure they don't have a phone so they can't order pizza, or they have a phone but they order pizza but the pizza delivery can't get the pizza to them.
That's just cruelty.
Imagine that I don't know, 10 years old when the Sims when the Sims was initially a thing. So 10-year-old IceQueen was very evil.
10-year-old IceQueen was a kid with a magnifying glass at an anthill. These poor
Basically, but then
Sims.
on The Sims. But then on
Yeah.
The Sims,
Oh, I guess
not in real
that's
life.
better.
I was a very shy 10-year-old.
Oh man, being told that Age of Empires 1 was better than Age of Empires 2.
I have to admit that I'm not sure. I've probably played Age of Empires. Yeah, I have played Age of Empires 1, but it's so long ago that I don't remember.
Age of Empires 1 had the best cheat codes, I will give it that, but I think Age of
Which
Empires 2.
wait, what's the ESMC2 Trooper? Was that Age of Empires 1 or 2?
Oh, say that again, I'll Google it.
ESMC2 Trooper?
R equals MC2 Trooper creates a nuke
Yeah.
trooper. Age of Empires.
But is that 1 or 2?
I
Because that was the best cheat ever.
I think it was
No, it's for
2.
I think it's for all. No, I think it says for all. All Age of Empires. Oh wait, no, that's just in general.
I'm being told in the chat
I
that
can
was
go.
1. But yeah, oh man,
Oh yeah, okay, so I played that a lot.
Big Daddy with the Cobra car. That Cobra car was
Oh yeah,
oh.
Big Daddy, the Cobra car. I remember.
There was I follow Age of Empires, the competitive scene pretty closely, and there was a tournament a couple of years ago called it was Red Bull Wallow. I don't remember which one, but the ad was just like a guy driving in a Cobra car, and then he just stops and like the banner comes up. It was
I
amazing.
I'm actually really bad at Age of Empires 2 multiplayer because I just want to build. Because then I'm just building there, la la la, and then somebody comes and kills my villagers.
Ah, so you're playing
I'm just
SimCity
sad.
while everyone just comes and burns your shit down.
Yes, yes. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Because I mean, you gotta imagine. I learned to play Age of Empires when I was a kid. So and I was playing The Sims as well. So what I just did was build, and my brother and I we play against each other, but we both just agreed on a truce until we were both done building, and had our armies together, and then we'd clash.
Yeah, so you're both built to like 200 pop, and it's like, all right, let's do this.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. There are like lobbies with that. It's like no rush 15 or something. So you got 15 minutes to build your base, or like some people play like no rush 45. So it's like you got 45 minutes to set up your base and build all your troopers, and then you can go
Yeah,
attack.
but still doing that in a multiplayer online that would still kill me because I'm too slow. Because I just want to take my time, just chill and build my settlement,
Yeah,
just chill.
that's so funny.
So yeah, I'm not I'm really bad at Age of Empires 2 multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm not the best myself. I was playing it on stream one day actually. This made me laugh. So I was playing it, and one of my regular viewers, Vic, came into the chat, and she's like, "Oh, what's this game? Oh, this is Age of Empires." And she's like, "Ah, that's cool. I like the elephant who's kind of wandering around." And I'm like, "If you like the elephant, you might not want to watch what happens next." And then I had to lure it to my town center and shoot it with arrows, and then harvest the delicious elephant meat off the corpse. Oh yeah, I
Oh, that and you say I'm cruel.
Well, I mean, you need the elephant
I
meat to
mean,
build more villages.
I was I was just a kid. You're perfectly capable of knowing what you're doing. This is a conscious decision on your end.
Well, the elephant shouldn't have been so delicious, right? Oh
I
boy.
take it in. Let's hope you don't have any vegetarians in the chat that are very angry with you right now.
Well, I'm actually a vegetarian, so they can come at me.
You're not vegetarian. You're just saying the elephant was delicious.
Well, look, I used the tasty elephant food to, I mean, I didn't stop eating meat because it's not delicious, though. Meat is
Fair,
delicious,
fair,
that's just a fact.
fair. All right.
Do you have any sort of, if you could change one thing, either in the Catan scene or the Discord scene, or just sort of anything um, you can think of, would you have one specific thing that you would like to change?
We crown farmer queen of the flock.
Uh, I will take that one up. Yeah, I love Farmer. I think everybody does. Farmer, queen of the flock. So Hippo's agreeing with me. Digital meat at least doesn't hurt anyone.
You saying digital elephants don't have feelings?
Ah, that's something I'd never thought of until now. So I'm gonna have to go away and form an opinion on that and get back to you. Um, in your opinion, is there anything that sort of I can do or people can do to encourage more women or more diversity to get involved in Catan? Or yeah, do you have any thoughts about how we can be more inclusive in the future?
I do think what you're doing right now that really helps to like showcase that it's not just a man's world, but that there's also plenty of women active in these communities. Like I've said before, personally, I've not had any issues with um being a female playing online Catan, and I've also run into plenty of other women that play online Catan, competitive or socially. So for me, it's personally it's not an issue, but I have heard of other people that have run into issues. So I don't think I'm the right person to answer this question because I haven't encountered any issues myself.
I think it's still valuable to hear. Like, it's nice to hear. I'm very glad that you've never run into issues, but I think it's I want to interview all sorts of people and people who have had problems and people who haven't and sort of learn from their experiences. So I'm really glad to hear that you haven't had any really sort of negative things coming from your identity.
Not at least not because not because I'm a woman. Some people are just assholes, but that's nothing to do with the fact that I'm female. At least
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Yep, no, I agree with that. There is plenty of assholes out there on the internet. There's no way to stamp them out, unfortunately. Um, are you? Do you have any questions for me or anything you'd like to ask the audience?
Uh, Anyone up to learn CK or Dragons? I mean Enchanted Land or Incas? Any awesome game modes?
I mean,
Who wants to play an awesome game mode with me?
I will play these game modes.
Nice.
Hells yeah. I've just started learning CK myself. I beat Trissy in 1v1 yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, and I also beat Farmer in my first or second 1v1, so, you
Yeah, I
know,
was there. I have to admit that 1v1 is a lot of luck as well. Lot more luck than tactics, in my opinion.
I think I agree with that. Oh, I also beat Life Mask as well. That's true, yeah. I think, yeah, in 1v1, if you don't roll the things you need to get your knight up, no one is going to trade you to build your
Yeah,
knight.
you can't trade.
Yeah, that's what happened
It's a
in.
very different tactic, so I don't have any 1v1 tactics.
Yeah, my 1v1 tactic is get up my knight and hope the other player who's much better than me doesn't. So, crossing my
Yeah, I
fingers.
saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Um, would you do you think there's room out there for some less serious tournaments? So like maybe a tournament in like Incas or some like Seafarers tournaments or something. Is that something that would
Yeah,
interest you?
yeah, I love those tournaments. That's one of the reasons I started playing in Liberated and Majestics, because they have the Treasure Island tournament, and they only have 3-player tournaments, which also makes it more. For me, it makes it more casual because you're less competing for one spot with each other. Um, but Catan Universe every now and then also has like these in-app tournaments for several for different game modes, so that's fun. At least they used to before they had some server issues, which I think is finally getting solved, maybe, hopefully.
In CU, have you
Sorry,
found? Oh, sorry, go.
I'm just promoting CU here.
Hey, I am agnostic of platforms. I play on Colonist, but people can play wherever they want. I play a lot of just silly games on BGA too, so I don't have an agenda. I'm not trying to push Colonist on anyone. I really don't care.
No, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just annoyed with the fact that it's almost trying to force me to become a member, which makes me very um it brings out the rebel in me. Like, no, I don't want to become a member. Go away.
Oh, there's no almost about it. They are 100% trying to get your subscription money.
Yeah, I just really don't. It's really annoying.
I agree. I would just rather if I could pay $10 and buy CK. But for me, the reason I sub is mostly to get rid of the ads on my stream because I'd hate having them. But I could just put overlays there. That's something I could do. But then, like, I also like having CK and other stuff if I want to play those games. But yeah, having to pay.
Yeah, but on CU there's so much more expansions.
That's true. I am going to look into it. Like,
You don't have all the weird maps that Colonist does though, but it does have a lot more expansions, like different game modes,
I might,
like official game modes.
I might try looking into both because yeah, I also want to meet other people on CU and see what the community's like. Do you think the CU community is different to the colonist community in your experience?
Um, I think I feel I think so because I've had a lot more toxicity in random games on Colonist than I've had on CU, and I've played a lot more games on CU. Um, of course, I hardly ever play base on CU, so I'm not sure about that. But for Citizen Knights at least, everyone playing Citizen Knights on Catan Universe knows how the game works because they bought it. In Colonists, if there's a lobby with a CK game, anyone can join. So you have people playing who've never played before, which is
That's
fine, but it can really ruin your game if someone does not know what they're doing at all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that.
So you notice that difference a lot.
Yeah. I don't really have too much else that I had on my list. Are you in a position to play a game, or is your laptop still?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, my laptop's is up and running.
Sweet. Do you want to play on CU or Colonist?
Let's do Colonist because it's easier for your stream.
Sounds good to
Because
me.
you don't owe CK uh uh on CU, so you can't play if you don't owe the game.
Oh. All right. Let's play some 1v1 CK on base, or do you want to play something a bit more wild?
Oh, oh, do we have to do 1v1?
Ah, we don't.
I'm really bad at 1v1.
Does anyone
Let's do
else
it.
want to jump
Let's
in
do
some
it.
CK? Oh, I'm happy
Yes,
to open it up.
IceQueen is.
Is Farmer around, or Vic, or Lifemaster? Do you want to play some CK?
Let's do it.
We'll throw it out to the chat. I'll tell you, I'll make a 4-player lobby. We'll see who jumps in, and if we get a player, we get a player, and if we don't, we don't.
I'm okay playing 1v1. Just don't expect me to don't expect me to win or
I
to
wouldn't.
play well. I'm
I
just gonna
wouldn't.
screw up 1v1.
All right, I'll DM you the link. I've chucked it in my Twitch chat as
I
well.
already got it. I got it.
Sick. Ooh, IceQueen with double N. Oh yeah, how
Yeah,
did?
it's that's why I'm actually nice queen because the end should be at the beginning.
Oh, it's like
See,
Pig
nice queen.
Latin.
No, normal ice queen with only one and was already taken.
Bugger. Can I ask, did you get your name from Elsa or was this something else?
No, no, I've been ice queen since I was 14.
I'm annoyed that I didn't ask if it was something Elsa. That was a missed pun opportunity.
Yep, miss something else. Huh? Yep.
Alright, we're not getting any love from people joining the game, so I think 1v1 it is.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, let's lose this game. Do we have any what are settings? Friendly robber, game speed fast, points to win 15. Okay, let's go.
Good luck, have fun.
Let's hope. Yeah, good luck, have fun. I guess it's for the best that we have a 1v1. I do need to get up early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, yeah, I will try not to keep you for too long. Alright, so I think I want to get on wheat and ore with my first placement. I'm thinking this 5-9-10 up the top looks good. Does that look like a good spot, or am I out of my mind here?
No, no, you should leave that for me.
Okay, I'm taking it.
All right, what am I doing here? Mhm.
So I know I want to get sheep and something else on the way back. Unfortunately, there's no sheep wood spots on this board. That's kind of gross.
Yeah, that is something in 1v1 that I would look at, but I hadn't even thought about that right now. But in normal CK, I really don't care about getting all 5 resources. But in 1v1, it can be useful. I think I'll go.
Yeah, so I need to get sheep so I can get a knight up. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a bad time. So I'm thinking something like this 5-9-10 down here is not bad. Well, there goes that plan. Yeah. And I think I go. Alright, I'm thinking I go 6-4-3 and I point to 8-3 here.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be super slow if I want to get aqua, but I think that's I don't see any other real choices. Alright, here we go.
Got a
Alright,
food.
almost got the knight up, that's good. So while we're playing, have you ever won any CK tournaments?
I have. I've won the first Liberated and Majestic CK tournament. So the first island one. I've won one of their Treasure Island tournaments. I've won a couple of, I think 2 or 3 KOC CK leagues.
Wow, so quite a few.
Um, yeah. What's with the 4? I don't mind, but
I'm liking it.
you willing to give up a sheep?
Uh, for
Can
an
give
ore?
you a wood. No, I need the ore, but I can give
I
you a wood.
Nah, wood doesn't do anything for me here.
Do you need wheat?
No, I'm probably gonna if my ore doesn't roll, I'm gonna 4-for-1 my sheep, so I can't trade
All
it at the
right.
moment.
That's all right. I'll fall for one of my wheat. Just can't believe a 5 and 9 haven't rolled yet.
Yep, and I'm about to 4-for-1 to get a knight up, and you know what's gonna happen. And if you're me here, do you put the knight on the 3-4 or do you put it on the 10-9?
On the 3-4, because the 9-10 they're both wheat, and they'll still have the other. Well, always still have the other one. Meanwhile, the 3-4 one protects at least one of your cloth production spots.
Gotcha. And
So in this case, neither of them is really worth protecting because I'm gonna hit the 5 or the 6 either way.
gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering, did I
Oh my
misplay
god.
by pointing my road right? Should I point it down to protect both my sheep spots, or do you think trying to build to the 8-3 is good?
No, bone 3 is good.
Cool.
I can't believe I'm 4-for-1ing for sheep. Well, I have good cheap production. It's insane. So I'm protecting my paper here.
Gotcha. And your coin.
Ooh, I just got a cider. Nice.
I thought that was a card for a second.
What's up with these eights? I'm not there yet.
Oh my god, look at this.
You're on fire.
I know.
I am so losing this.
Alright, in 1v1, I've generally found the yellow cards are maybe not as powerful as the greens and blues, in my opinion.
Depends on what you're going for. I think most CK players would argue that the blue cards are the most useless.
I, th
Actually.
I think in 4-player that's true, but I think in 1-player, because you're not competing against 3 other people, then sort of directly damaging them seems to be quite nice. Dang, you're getting close to Aqua.
No, far from. You got a road builder. Lucky you.
Yeah, that was a good one. And now, I'm not sure IceQueen actually has any commodities, so I'm gonna pass. I want to see this 4 hit, and then I
I'm
want to
not supposed to do
steal a
this.
green thingy.
Holding my drink with one hand. What's up with
Oh
the
my
bloody
god.
eight? It's useless.
Man, this has turned into a tense game. I'm enjoying this. Oh, I only just realized in the dice tracker there's the
You also rolled an eight, right?
the card color.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know, so many 8s.
I hate these dice.
Oh my god.
You're kidding me, right?
I wish I were. So yeah, this commercial harbor could be really nice to steal something. Hey, I
Oh,
got some wheat.
nine.
Hey, you got a sheepy.
Finally. About time.
Alright, so any 3 or 4 that I roll on my turn, I'm going to play
Yeah,
my
I'm
commercial harbor,
stuck.
and I'm going to swap a sheep for a commodity, and then I can get rank 1 in one of these tracks. Oh my god, I got 2 commercial harbors. Pass. No. And I can't bounce the knight because my road's over here.
Thank you.
Rude!
That's me.
I lost my cloth. Ripperito. And you get crane. And the crane and the 6 block. I don't think there's any point activating at this point, so I could merchant fleet. I think I hold that.
Ooh.
Alright, now I'm gonna steal that coin if I can.
Alright. What do I do now?
That ore port's actually pretty juicy for IQ, so she can get on that this turn. That's pretty nice. But
Do
I
you
need
want
it.
to lose brick? I could use brick.
What are you trading?
I could give you a wood.
Yeah, I can do brick
That's
for wood.
actually a really good deal for you. This gives us both a settlement.
Yeah, I agree. Until you mono my wood, and then I'm sad.
No, no, I don't have a mono.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna settle. I'm going
Let's
to.
do this.
Alright, so this is good for me. This means I can get that coin.
I don't like this. Not at all. Yeah, take this. Oh, you're cruel. You're so cruel. Hey, you did give me another brick. That's nice, Phil. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I should have probably given you another sheep there, but oh well. And Farmer's back. Farmer, you can watch me lose. I need to get a knight up here. We can't see my cards. Oh, I see. I will switch to this UI.
Mm,
I'll just edit the text. I can port my cloth here. No, let's do this. I don't think I want to port my cloth just yet. Oh, I got the merchant. That's pretty juicy. So I need one, two. I need 5 paper to get my Spyance upgrade. I've got enough to port for 3.
aqueduct.
Oh,
Boom, boom, boom.
nice. I really want to roll a 7. And oh, I can't even block that 4 because it's got an active knight. And you got 2 cities. Oh my god, this is going so bad for me.
Nothing to see here.
What the hell? I thought I started well.
You did.
Oh.
Um,
Yes. Yeah, blocking this 5 is probably the way to go because it's not protected by a knight. Good morning, your mama. We've got IceQueen kicking my butt at CK right now. Oh
what do I want from
god.
life?
Alright, so I've got a merchant fleet here. I could merchant fleet my sheep for a 4th cloth and get the metro. Is that ever worth it, or is that just not a smart play right now?
Um, I honestly wouldn't, because I'm not a threat to your metro. There's no way I can get that metro before you. You can probably use your sheep better for other stuff, like
Gotcha.
upgrading other city what are they called? Like the development tracks,
Yeah,
city improvements.
yeah. So I could.
Me, I do that if I do that if there were even if there were a chance, if I expect someone could take the metro just like and snatch it away from me, but right now I think it's not worth it.
Oh, this 6 block is so cruel.
I like it.
Yeah, merchant fleet for 2 paper and then upgrade. I think that would have been better.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I can just straight metro here. I've just got 4 cloth. Would you do that here, or would you again focus on
Yeah,
another track?
if you have 4 cloth, go for the metro. And well, in this case, it doesn't matter because I've got plenty of knights. But in general, you now don't need a knight. So if I wouldn't have 3 active knights, so say if I would only have 2 knights, you could deactivate your knight. I'd lose a city, but I have 3 active knights, so it's no use.
Gotcha. And the reason I play the merchant here, I know it's better to play the merchant fleet, but I just want to take the wood port away from you.
There.
Oh, Farmer's
Oh
saying
shit.
she wouldn't go for the metro in that case. That's interesting.
Well, she does have a point. Because now I can use this. I didn't intentionally trick you, I swear. But no, I would have gone for it because I disagree with Farmer because if you wouldn't have, then you'd be sitting there with 4 cloth in yarn, or you could have 2 for 1 the cloth for other things. So there's several ways you can go. Um, I don't remember what I was gonna do now. You distracted me.
Pour the cloth for paper. Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh shit! I need to upgrade my knight.
Oh man, if I can
Yep, I was definitely distracted. Oh, what a waste of resources this is.
damn. Oh man, now I
I'm
need.
doing this because you might deactivate your knight and screw me over.
Yes, yeah, that was my plan there. But you've cunningly foiled
Um,
me.
I have my moments.
Resource mono. So I'm probably going to try and steal some ore at some point and get a city up here, but I am just struggling because I'm on 7 points with the merchant and the metro. She's on 7 points, just pure production. So I'm so far behind here. I even wonder whether. So I probably want to get Aqua next, and then I want to get a city up. But yeah, I think I'm not looking very good here. I just haven't been able to get a
You
city on
still
this
there?
5-9-10. I am, yes. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you'd taken your card. That's my bad. Oh, thank the Lordy.
What's this?
So I think we're gonna bang this on the 5.
Yeah, next. That 6 block is really hurting you.
Oh, it's been there forever. I did not like that block. Are you fucking serious?
It would have been better to put it on the 5, but this is just too much fun.
Oh, that's so
Uh,
gross.
yeah, it was too much fun. It
Oh,
would have been silly not to.
I agree. It was fun.
Yeah, but the 5 would have been a better block.
Liz,
Because you already
man.
have the metro. Am I gonna? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Whatever. Holy shit. Hey,
I'm
that's
all
just rude.
I'm always rude to my guests.
That's just rude.
One of the
How is
funniest things I
that?
think about in this game is the
Mhm.
fact that the card called Medicine somehow makes you upgrade your city for cheaper. I'm like, did they just run out of ideas on that one? Like, why is this called Medicine? I don't get it at all.
It might be lost in translation. I need to look up what it's called in German. But it might just be lost in translation.
Oh, I see.
But I don't know. I don't know what it's called in German.
That's a good point, because all the original names would have been from German, because Klaus was German. I didn't even think about that.
I'm so smart.
Farmer's saying because it eases the pain of how expensive the city is. So, yeah, okay. I like it.
Ah, it's a good point. Good point. Good point.
I like it. Oh, no. Getting lots of wood here. I could do for one my wood for a city, but I mean, I don't have a lot of knights to defend myself, so I'll probably get burned if I do that. Oh god, this is looking so grim.
Whatever.
We need some yellow rolls. So behind. Ugh. Alright, now I can
That's
city
a hell of a
here.
lot of brick.
I'm guessing I just city here, but then I'm gonna need to get another knight up, aren't I?
Not necessarily. I have plenty of knights up. You just need to activate yours.
Gotcha. And do you city the 5-9-10 or the 8-3 here?
Definitely the 5-9-10. It's no
Cool.
use trying to fight me um
For
for the green
Aqua.
metro.
Yeah, yeah.
All right then.
Alright, so we want to get another night up. One too
Gotta
late
do
to mine
something
and
with my
alter
life here.
shenanigans. Hells yeah, we love
I
shenanigans.
guess we go here.
Oof. Oof. Please don't have another road settle. Please don't have the settle. Please don't have the settle. Please no settle. Haha.
Watch me build a wall, guys.
She's gonna build a wall. It's happened.
It's happened.
And make Ultimognum pay for it.
What?
Uh,
Yep, yep. Yeah, you're paying for my wall.
somebody's quoting Donald Trump in my chat.
Yep. Yep. It's a little sad though. Hey, did you remove my road?
Maybe.
That's so rude. So rude. And just rebuild it
Oh,
there. Um. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna do this.
that hurts my feelings.
I almost spit out my drink. Alright. Just a heads up, you might want to activate your night.
I
I mean, I
was
don't mind you burning, but I thought it'd be nice here. See, nice queen.
nice queen. I was hoping to port my wood last turn and build another knight and activate them both, but someone made me discard all my cards, so
I'll do it again.
I hope so. I don't want the
Okay, hang
obviously better players taking it easy on me. I want a proper game.
on. Alright,
Alright, so the fact that you're on 9 points without the merchant and the metro, for anyone watching who doesn't know the rules, I am cooked at this point. This 6 block has been
ah.
brutal, and you just got your cities up so quickly. You did so well getting your production up.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice roll. I like that.
I don't like that. I don't think I need to build a wall. My production sucks, so at least that's a good thing.
Do I build another city? Yeah, I suppose I have to.
Oh my god. I actually thought I had
We
a
haven't
good
discussed.
early game. Like, what the hell happened to me?
Actually, when I built my city and settlement, I was quite sure I had the game with my setup.
Really? Was yours much better than mine? I thought I had a decent setup.
I really liked mine better. I you've got a good setup, but I was looking for ahead towards the ore port, which I haven't had to use yet. But hey, um, but I'm no, I'm not unhappy with my setup actually. Rude.
Yeah, would you? I think so. Was the 5-9-10 the right choice for me, or should I have gone somewhere else?
No, I think the 5-9-10 was good because you didn't want you. No, I think that was fine.
And then was my city placement
Let
correct on
me
the way
let me
back?
let me just think
Oh,
about
sorry. Yep.
my aqueduct choice.
Yep. Sorry.
I'll take this. All right. I gotta do something with my life here. I'll take this back. Thank you very much. We need 15 points, right?
Correct. 15.
GG.
Oh my god. So,
So when you said you were screwed, yeah, because I was one road away from road as well.
oh my god. So, was I think I took the 643. Would you have taken somewhere else, or did you just have a better starting setup?
Let me have a look. Um, you started there.
So I've got it open on my stream with my amazing replayer if you
I
want to have a look.
I think with so looking back, so because when you said this is 5 9 10, I thought yeah that's the spot. But looking back now, I'm thinking wait 1v1, you're not gonna get a trade really easily. So I think the 6 4 3, the one I took, would might have been a better first pick because then you at least have the a resource and then you just need sheep basically because brick is for noobs. Who needs brick?
Hmm.
And there's plenty of sheep on the board. Uh, so I think maybe as a second spot, I think I would have preferred the 8 3 over the 6 4 3. Because then
Really?
you'd start with a road and you can build to the 6 4 3. It would be an issue because you might lose to City. So in a four-player game, I would have definitely gone for 8 3. But in a 1v1, I'm not sure. I think Farmer and Karma are better at 1v1, so they might know what works best. But in a four-player game, if those were my options, I might have, and I was the last player, so I could have guaranteed that the 6 4 3 would still be open. I would have come 8 3 and built there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought about the 643 was my first settle, but then my concern was I'm relying on the 3 to roll to get my knight up, which is a little bit sketchy.
No, no, you always go for in CK with your first settlement. You always go for or and or we. You want to have at least one of them with your first settlement
Yeah, okay. So maybe getting on the
because
6
they're so
wheat.
crucial.
Yeah, probably getting on the 6
So
wheat and denying you
the
that
five the
city.
5 9 10 is definitely not a bad pick. It's actually a really good. It's actually a really good pick. But the combination of my settlement and city was really strong because I started with the ore which I needed for the night. It was just bad luck that the 5 and 9 didn't roll, but that also you also suffered from that. So for that was even basically. So dice wise, we were quite evenly actually because we both got on the 8 at the same time. So whenever the 8 rolled, none of us got something. So that made it quite nice and fair for the dice statistics. We were on all the same numbers, right?
We were 643. Well, yeah, we had. You're right, mirrored. We had 643 cities and 5910 settles.
We had all the same numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so that was really good, but that 6 block on your sheep, that really hurt you a lot.
yeah, that slowed
That
me down a lot,
I
and it
mean,
stayed
you did
forever.
I mean you didn't need it and you didn't need it for the metro, but you did have the merchant on sheep, so that really helped you.
Yeah, I guess when I did take the metro, I could have just tried to get more progress towards the aqua. Maybe that would have been better. But I think I'm just too far behind in production at that point, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah. No, I think 5 9 10 is a good spot, but because it's a 1v1, I'm not the best like strategy wise.
Gotcha.
So for me the combination of the 6 4 3 and the 9 5 10 was perfect.
Yeah,
But were I to go first, I don't know if I would have done anything different
yeah, yeah. I think
because from a CK point of view, the 9 5 10 is a pretty good spot. But one thing that is very different to base, in base you want to try to avoid the red. You would prefer 5 and 9 over 6 and 8 because 6 and 8 get blocked a lot in multiplayer games. But in CK, 6 and 8 are safe. They can't be taken by the inventor.
gotcha. All right.
So yeah.
Do you have time for one more, or you got to scoot off?
Um, I need to get up in 7 hours.
All right, I
So I'd
will.
love to play another. I'd love to play another time, but I think right now I should go to get some sleep.
Nah, that's all good. But thank you so much for joining me and taking your time. And I really appreciate it. And I just love talking to people and hearing about their experiences. So yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for the game. It was fun, and thank you for letting me win. I'm sure you did it on purpose.
That's correct. I mean, that's definitely what happened here. All right. I will make you a VIP in my channel. I'm trying to figure out some sort of reward I can give people, but that's the best I've come up with. And yeah, just if you ever want to come back,
Nice,
you are always
nice.
welcome.
Let me know. I'll be there.
Awesome. All right,
And
everybody.
and let me know if you want to play Enchanted Land or Incas or something like that.
I will. I will. I'll join that Discord now, actually. And if there's funny game modes coming on, I'm all about it.
Oh,
All right.
Incas is not in Liberated Majestics. That's just CK.
Oh, right. Is there another server that does Incas, or you just do it yourself? Maybe I can.
No, there's some people in KOC that play, and we have a shout out every now and then, but it's not a lot of people. It's just talking to people that play and ask them.
All right. Well, maybe we can hit it up in my server. Some random
I'm up for that.
game modes. All right. I've just posted my server in my Twitch chat, so some people can
Uh,
join it. And if anyone ever wants to play random game modes, get in there. But yeah, thank you again so much, IceQueen. It's been a real pleasure, and good luck with your
uh,
wedding. I hope it all goes well.
Thank you. Have a good night, a good day in your case.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. How good was that? That was. That was. Yeah. The game wasn't so good. I got my ass kicked, but that was just a very fun interview. She's very cool. Knows a lot about this game. Has been playing for ages. Been playing since I was 6. So that's funny. Oh man. Yeah, I know, Farmer. I know, but when you start your own rival server just to spite our server, I will join it. I look forward to it. Um, yeah, I might kill my stream there just to chop the video, but then I might start my stream back up again. And does anybody want to play anything? I could play some bass, play some CK, play some Wingspan, anything on BGA. If anyone out there is keen for a board game. Why didn't you get an invite to the Discord? It's in the chat right now. You are invited. It's an open invitation. I also need to set up two-factor authentication on Discord now that I'm a server admin person, so I will go about that a bit later. But yeah, anyone for a game of anything. Wingspan. I know, Kelly. I know you have many leather-bound books and your apartment smells of rich mahogany, alright? I'm fully aware that this is you. I know this is you, Kelly. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Discord is extremely distracting. I 100% agree with that. More Ron Swanson than Ron Burgundy. Is this you? Is that more accurate? Alright, I'm going to end my stream very briefly and then start it again, just so it's convenient to chop this video. Actually, no, why don't I just not do that? I'll just change my title. I can always edit the video later. And I am feeling some Wingspan. I played a game this morning and it was very, very fun. So I might give that a go. If anyone would like to join me, yeah, clip it. I will do that. If anyone wants to play, you are all very welcome. Been bumping that soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing. Uh, oh, that's a nice way to do it. rid of colonist and Catan in my tags. Be around. Still on community. Very cool. Let's check. I'll hit up my server actually, see if anyone's keen for Wingspan. But yeah, while that's happening, I will fire it up and just put on this delightful soundtrack. And I'll need to change my scene as well. How do I do that? I got my chat over here. Man. Yeah, Farmer. I'll need to I did give you a bit of an introduction, but I hadn't thought of the idea of using ChatGPT to write one, so that was why you didn't get a like 20-page epic intro. You got like a dad joke instead, which I came up with that one myself, so at least I put love into it. Oh man, we all are. You're in for Wingspan, Liz, or oh, you're on Community. Gotcha. All right, what I'll do is I'll just start a bot game, but if anybody wants to play, let's leave that game. It's gonna verse a couple of bots. This is me. I'm this fabulous duck over here. And if anyone's interested in learning how to play, oh, my chat's not in the best spot for this. I haven't found a good spot to put the chat because every part of your screen in Wingspan is kind of important. I might move it back over to the left just because seeing which habitat you're on doesn't matter too much. I think that's pretty good there. Alright, so thanks for lurking. I love that command so much. Thanks for lurking. You're going to miss so much when you're gone. I love it. Stream game has been updated to Wingspan. I didn't know you could do that. That's sweet. Alright, so I need to pick my cards here. So what do I like here? This first card, roll dice. If any of fish gain it and cache it, that's bad because you need resource generation, but caching only gives you points. Bye, farmer. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being in the chat, and you weren't too mean to me about my bad CK play, so that was very nice. But yeah, I'll DM you, farmer, but thank you. Roll a dice, cache on this card, also bad. Happy weekend indeed. Gain bonus cards, that's bad. Tuck a card from your hand. If you do gain a cherry, that's kind of bad because I don't have any card draw. So all these birds are terrible in summary. I kind of want this kingfisher, that's not bad. Gain 1 wheat, that's not bad either. So I think when you got bad birds, you just take one of the cheap ones. Tuck a card, gain a food. I could put that in the grasslands, but I can't even play it. So, yeah, this hand sucks. Alright, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this. So what we want to do first is draw a card. And these two cards are both quite good. This one, you can steal fish. Oh no, that one, whenever someone plays a wetlands bird, you gain a fish. That's pretty good. And this one, whenever you do an action, you gain a food. That's also pretty good. I'm going to take this because once between turns means if I get it out quickly, I might start getting lots of food, which is nice. And then I'll worry about the spotted towhee a bit later. Someone took it, dang. And this one, tuck a card if you do draw a card. That's not terrible. But we're going to start by getting this out. And I am going to pay a fish. Bye, Vic. Have a great weekend. And a worm.
Belted kingfisher. A kingfisher burrow can go up to 6 feet into a riverbank and slopes to shed water.
I love this soundtrack so much. Alright. All players gain a cherry. Nice. Alright, so I kind of want this purple martin. I think that's not terrible. Tuck a card if you do draw a card. That lets you cycle your bad cards. I also kind of want to get this out, but it's kind of bad, so... Here's what I'll do. I'll lay eggs, because you can lay 2 of them at once. And then I'm going to use my second row here. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to discard an egg for an extra card. And I'm just going to see if I can get some better cards than this rubbish. Oi, 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 oi. So the purple martin into this bottom row is not bad, because it starts getting you some points, and it cycles your bad cards. But first, I'm going to see what I can get from the deck, because both of these are terrible. Bald Eagle, that's going to be very difficult to play. And this at least gets me another bird out, which I desperately need, so... So I think what I'll do, I'll jam the purple martin, and then I'll consider drawing this song sparrow just because it's cheap. And then I think I'll cycle the eagle. I don't see myself ever getting enough fish to play that, so... Alright. And... yeah, I think I play that into the wetlands.
Purple martin. Native Americans hung gourds as houses for these birds because they eat so many bugs.
Alright, so what's our strategy here? None of these birds are really good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw cards and I'm going to try and cycle. Draw 2 new bonus cards and keep one. Well, at least that's a bird. The migrator is interesting, but I think it's just not that good. At least I can play it though. I'm going to look for something better. I'm going to toss this because I'm never going to get to play it. And this morning dove, at least I can put that into my wetlands and start laying some eggs. Do I want the song sparrow? I'll draw. Gain of... ugh. That's really not very good at all. So I'm going to have to lay eggs, and then I think I put the morning dove in this bottom row, just so I can draw cards and lay eggs at the same time. I think that's not bad. And then at least, every time I activate this row, I'm laying an egg. I am cycling a card. I think that's not too bad. So yeah, if you get bad hands, you just need to draw a lot of cards to try and get something a bit better, which is the predicament I'm in right now. And I'm strongly considering drawing this Song Sparrow just so I can get something out. But it's also just kind of trash, so you know what? I could just draw it here. I would like to get something into my forest. Tuck a card. If you do, draw a card. That's alright. And you know, I'm just gonna take it. I'm never gonna get that out. Play another bird into the same habitat, pay its normal cost. So I might actually be able to use that. Someone won the end of round goal with 1 egg. That's funny. Alright, is there anything good in the tray? So at the start of the new round, they replace the tray. So you always want to look in there first and see what we can draw. What have we got? When another player plays lay eggs, you can lay an egg on another bowl nest bird. That's quite good. So I quite like that. That is very... it's okay. I'm going to take that card. I don't think I'm ever going to get that out. Yeah, I'm never going to have the food economy to do that, so... Alright, I'm getting a lot of late game birds. This is not what I want. But that's okay. Let's go to our forest. We are going to probably yeet out a couple of birds here. I think what we do is we play this and then we play the condor. Or do we play the song sparrow? Does let me push it over here and draw more cards, but I don't really need to do that. I would really like to get this card out as well. Alright, tough decision. I think I'm going to play this...
Song Sparrow. When resources are
Oops! That was not the card I wanted to play.
4 clutches of eggs.
I was meant to play this. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to toss a card here. I don't see myself ever getting that out, so I'm going to do this. I am going to... what do I want? I don't want any of these food, actually. This is so bad. Could try and play the Woodstock soon. I think I'll take a cherry for that. And I really wanted a grain too, so let's just do this. This was not a good turn. I think I'll move that to the wetlands. And then I'm going to do what I meant to do the previous turn, which was... oof. That's really good. so what was I going to do? I'm going to play this.
Downy woodpecker. This little woodpecker frequently joins mixed flocks.
So this card's free. Not a lot of cards are free, but some of the condors and the vultures are free, so that's not bad. It doesn't have a lot of nest space, though. And do I ever want to play the Morning Dove here? If I play it into here, at least I'm getting eggs and food. That's not terrible. I think I will.
Morning dove. One pair of doves may raise 5 or 6 small broods in a year.
So what I can do next turn is, if I activate this, I can move the migrator back to the food place. But I'm not even sure that's worth it. What I really want to do is get this bird out. But yeah, no, I can do that actually. Yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll draw cards. Is there anything good? Tuck a card if you do draw a card. It's probably a bit late to play that. Roll the dice if any fish cation on this card. That's pretty bad. And gain a thing. You may cation on this card. Alright, so discard a fish to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird. That's not terrible. And do I want the blue jay? Gain a food. You may cation on this card. I don't think so. Alright, that's not too bad. I mean, that might actually get me some points. Discard a fish to tuck 2 cards. So that's turning a fish into 2 points. That's not the worst. Oh man, I can actually get the bald eagle out. That's pretty sick. Yeah, this one's nice because it's big points. It's just going to be hard to play. That's kind of clunky, so let's toss that. Gets us a point, and all players draw 1 card. That's pretty bad, so we're probably going to toss that. Alright, so next goal is get this card out, but the food in the tray is not exactly what I'm after. So I'm probably going to toss this for an extra food as well. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to take this rat. And then I'm going to take, what I want, I want a worm and a thing so I can play my bronze cowbird. Do I want to migrate? Am I going to draw more cards? Maybe I will. Maybe should have laid eggs there to compete for the end of round goal. Yeah, that was a misplay. Jack's so pro, you're quite right. That was a misplay. Ah, wait, no, I can do this. Let's have a look at the end of round goal, how we're looking. So, I have 1 bird with an egg on it. My opponent has 1. And this opponent has 1. So if I lay eggs, I am almost guaranteed to get this end of round goal. So it's cavity nests, got a cavity here, got a cavity here. It's not the best turn because laying 2 eggs is a little bit weak, but it gives me a really, really good shot at the end of round goal. So I think that's not bad. And someone played a wetlands bird, so we get another fish. That's exactly what we want. Yep, so we get 5 points. That was definitely worth it. Alright, so what do we want to do here? I do want to get this bird out because I think it's going to start accruing some value. So I'm just going to play it.
Bronzed cowbird. Cowbirds lay eggs in other birds' nests and often break or push out the host bird's eggs.
That's rude. I'd like to see some fish in the feeder so I can play my eagle. That would be really good. And then if I can get this cormorant out as well. Oh, here we go. People are already laying eggs, so this is paying off. All players gain food. So I got heaps of food at the moment. This is looking great. So I really just want to be playing some birds here. I could play the condor out. I could draw some more cards, but drawing cards, what will it do? It will let me move this into here, which is not bad. And is there anything in the tray that I want? Roll all dice not in the feeder if any are mice, game mice and cation. I mean, that's 5 points for 2 food. That's not bad. This one, I'm probably not going to get enough worms to ever play that out. And this one, getting a new bonus card might be nice. Otherwise, I can just jam the stalk. Alright, so here's what I think I do. I think I draw. I kind of like the Kestrel. This is the base game, yes, and I'm just playing as AIs. Because yeah, I'm not a great player, but if anyone wants to jump in the next game, you're all very welcome. Do I ever just jam stalk here? It's just not a very good engine. Like this, I just don't have a lot of point generation in that row. I think maybe I move my Song Sparrow into the middle row. I think that's not terrible. So I think I'm going to... Let's do this. Draw an extra card. Bush tit. Tuck a card if you do lay an egg. That's not terrible. That is going to the discard. And let's grab that. Let's move that to the grass birds. Let's get rid of that because it's just unplayable. Tuck a card if you do draw a card. That is also probably not getting played. So yeah, I'm really hoping somebody re-rolls the feeder, and that way I can maybe play my eagle and get some extra fish. Nice. That didn't happen. Okay. In which case, honestly, this ruddy duck's kind of tempting, but yeah, maybe I'll play the duck. Steam version has animations. The best thing about the Steam version is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. Kind of don't want to give up my mouse. I want it for the eagle. Nah, I think I just do this. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Birds in my hand at the end of the game. Or birds that have at least one egg laid on them. Ooh, this one's close. I may have a lot of cards at the end of the game. But I think just laying eggs. 7 to 8, 9 plus birds. Am I even going to have 9 birds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unlikely. I'm more likely to have a stuck hand than I am to have that many birds. So I think having 5 birds in the end of game hand is not going to be difficult. Animation, sound effects, and incredible soundtrack. Oh, it's everything that a Zephyr Sage is saying is spot on. Do I ever jam this? Is this even good? Hard to say. Otherwise, I can play this, and then my middle row starts to take off a bit. I don't think I'm ever playing that. It might be a bit late in the game for the bush tit. And I don't have the food for it either. Here's what I'll do. I think I'll lay eggs. I'll move this here so I can get some food. And then hopefully this power goes off. So now I can toss a card to get an extra food, which might be useful. Alright, so I get to lay an extra egg on a bowl, that's nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to draw some food here. It's a mouse. And what do I want to do? I want to fill out this row a little bit more. What do I? Do I just want to start building in the middle row? Maybe I do just want to start building in the middle. In which case I can migrate to the middle. And then... what's the bush tit one? Yeah, I don't know. I'm in kind of in between two worlds here. Birds with 4 eggs on them. I'm not going to do well on that one. Let's just take the mice. Oops, don't skip. Move it to the grasslands. Lay an egg. And then I think we want to maybe play this Kestrel. All players gain a cherry. Nice. And then let's have a look at the overviews. So I'm going to win this end of round goal, which is nice. Let's see what's in the tray. Nothing useful. I think I'm just going to have to accept that there was no food, so I don't get the value of this ability, but it's a 9-point bird, and I had the food for it, so I think at that point you just got to do it. And then my last game, I might just, yeah, gotcha. I might just play the Kestrel and then lay eggs 4 times, honestly. Any chance you can move the cam down a touch? Sorry, yes, that's a really good tip. If anything's wrong with my setup, please let me know. I won't be offended. I want it to be good, so. Is that alright, or is that annoying? Maybe I'll just make it a bit smaller too. Could move it bottom left as well, but then it's, yeah. It's really hard with Wingspan because there's so much stuff on the screen. Alright. Alright, so we do win that goal. And I think we've got a good shot at this goal as well. Alright. Jeez, that is a rubbish tray. Which is fine. So I think we just play the Kestrel. And then we lay a bunch of eggs. And then all players gain a cherry. Nice. Alternatively, we could draw, so we're trying to activate this to have a bunch of cards. So that's 4 points. So we could draw the Warbler. And then go Warbler, Kestrel, Eggs, Eggs. I think that's not bad. I think it's just too late for the Bush Tit. You really want that earlier in the game, so I don't think I'm going to get enough value out of that. Yeah, I think that's not bad. First column is a dud because of yellow row, first bird. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's actually got me a lot of value. But yeah. And this one, is that set of eggs? Consists of 1 egg in the wetlands row. I don't think this one needs to be in specific columns. Or does it? I'm not sure on that one. I can at least fill out 1 column, so that's good. So yeah, I think I'll draw, so I activate at least 4 points from this. So I get 3 cards here. That would have been nice earlier in the game. Tuck a card. That's only 1 point. That's only 1 food for 4 points. That's pretty sick, actually. And I'm planning on playing 2 cards. So I want to have 5 cards in the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe I'll just play 1 card. Maybe I'll just jam the Warbler. And then just lay eggs for the rest of the game. Do I have any... Nah, I don't have anything that needs to... Yeah, I think I do that. I think it's going to be more efficient. Tuck a card if you do lay an egg. That would have been good earlier as well. Why am I getting all the good early game birds at the end of the game? That's so unfortunate. I think that one's per habitat, but there's definitely some cards that are per column. So I think I just play this.
American Kestrel. Kestrels track rodents by their urine and will cache surplus kills for later.
Track rodents by their urine. So yeah, I think I just lay eggs the next 3 times, and then I've got 3 food currently, so I can turn those 3 food into 3 extra eggs. So that will give me 4, 8, 12 eggs. So I think that's better. And then I keep these cards in my hand. Because if I have to play a card here, the only one worth playing is the Hooded Warbler. But I don't have the food to do that right now, so... Actually, is it... I think tuck and lay birds end up better than the Kestrel if you activate them 3 times. The only problem with the tuck is then it botches this end of round goal where I need 5 birds in my hand. You might be right, but it's going to be pretty close. So it's too early in the morning for me to do the math on that one. Didn't want to bother you with our humble OCE presences. I don't know what you mean. Alright, let's toss one of these. No. Yeah, the math becomes too complicated, and I've only had 1 coffee today, so we're not going down that route. It's not something I want to do. Would you like to play a game after this Zephyr or anyone in the chat? I'm probably going to play another one, so let's just keep laying eggs. Turn our excess food into eggs. I can't get another combo anyway. No mice again. Womp womp. Yeah, if you've got a Board Games Arena subscription, you can play on there as well. You don't have to play on Steam. Yeah, we get another food. Nice. Alright, so this is our last turn. I think I just lay eggs one more time. Ah, 0 from 6. 3 eggs. One set of eggs consists of 1 egg in the wetlands or 1 in the grass. Ah, so you don't need 3 eggs on a bird. You can split them. Okay, I didn't understand that. Yeah, try them out on BGA. If you've never played King of Tokyo is such a good game. Alright, so here's I think where we do well in the egg department. Food on cards, not so much. And tucked cards, yeah. So that's not a bad score, 81. So let's have a look at the final. So yeah, we end up going heavy in wetlands because we got garbage at the start, so we just needed to draw some more cards. So that's why if you ever get garbage, try and draw some cards. And in particular, how do I can't remember how to toggle between. In particular here, this card here, the Purple Martin, if you got garbage cards, you throw away the bad ones and you get better ones. So that was very nice. As for our opponents, a lot of high point birds, but not good economy here. Too many expensive birds too early in the game, so you just don't get enough stuff through the mid game. And here, this is not a bad setup. Got a stacked middle row, but yeah, not great card draw. So just probably didn't get to draw or get enough food to play some decent stuff. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm going to take a quick break and go make a coffee, but I will be back in 5. And if anybody wants to play a game of Wingspan, hit me up. And you can even play in VC if you want to jump in. Oops, that's not right. This is my Discord. I'm happy to jump in a VC and play one. Alright, I'm going to put a Be Right Back scene on, and I'll be back in probably 5. So catch you all then. I'm back. And I'm going to play another bot game. Let's give it a go. Custom game. I don't actually think these 3-headed bots are that smart. I'm going to put it back to the 2. I think the 3 ones are in beta, so... And I'll turn on European birds. I think most people play that mode, so... Alright, let's see what we got. When another player takes lay eggs, this bird lays... That's too expensive to get out early. This one, tuck a card if you do draw a card. It's not terrible. Draw 2 cards if you do discard one of them. That's too expensive. But getting that out into the forest is kind of nice, so you can draw cards and get food at the same time. But yeah, how am I going to get that out? It's going to take a bit of time. Similar with this one. I like this one a lot. This lets you cycle a lot of cards. This one is no good. This one, tuck a card. If you do draw a card, and it's cheap. Could use that to draw a few cards early. The other strategy I could go for is... That's also a star nest, which is nice. Eggs in grasslands. So I could play that into the grasslands and start laying eggs and cycling cards. That one draws a lot of cards. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty torn here. This is another not immediately obvious opening hand. Wonder if I just take the barn swallow, the black-throated diver, and what's in the food tray? I could get another fish. And I could get another wheat if I wanted to draw 2 cards. I think I actually like the wood duck. I've come around. So what I'm going to do is... At least I got some playable cards. In any one habitat. Birds with a bird power. Seems good. Alright, so I think what I'll do. First I'll take food. And then I will get my wood duck out. And then I'll use it to draw some more food. Alternatively, I could think about just playing the barn swallow and then cycling some cards. Is there anything good in here? Steal a mouse from another player's supply location on this bird. That's pretty nice. Tuck a card if you do draw a card. That's pretty nice as well, but I don't think any of these are worth drawing just yet. So I'm going to try and get my big bird out first. So it's always a slow start when you have to draw food at the start, but sometimes you just got to do it. So I'm going to play this into the forest, so whenever I gain food, I'm also drawing cards. That's always really nice. That's one of the best strategies is out of habitat resource generation. So if you can generate 2 unique resources in one row, that can be really, really nice.
Wood duck. Wood ducks nest in tree cavities in wooded areas.
And this card's a point generator. So don't actually have any cards to tuck. Not totally sure what to do here. I can draw some food. I can play the barn swallow. That one's a tucker. Where would I play this? I'd probably play it in the wetlands, because I don't really need to get my egg economy up just yet. So I'm going to play this in the wetlands. And then I'm going to lay some eggs, so I can activate this to draw extra cards. Ooh. So we all get a cherry thanks to some kind individual playing a bird that gives us all cherries. So I'm going to do this. And then next turn I'm going to draw 2 cards because I'm going to discard the egg. And I'm going to discard it from this bird. The reason being, this is a star nest, which counts for the end of every end of round goal. So this counts as a bowl nest. So I want to keep the egg on the bowl nest. And this card's not terrible. Violet Green Swallow. It tucks cards, it cycles cards. This card's also not terrible. Steal a mouse and cache. That can be really good. It can disrupt your opponents quite a bit. And I can play it in the grassland too. And this is a migrator, but it is expensive. But a migrator might actually round out my... because I can bounce it between my level 2s, which means I don't need to start throwing away so many resources. So that could be quite efficient for my mid game. In fact, I think with the strategy I'm playing, a migrator is actually really good. And then this will just let me accumulate points if I can get it out into my wetlands. I'm going to totally fail this second end around goal, but I kind of like playing like this. Tuck a card if you do draw a card. In fact, is there any cherries? There is a cherry. There's no worms though. So I'm probably not going to be able to play this migrator. Nutcracker, that's not bad. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I can draw some more cards. I really want to start getting some food. So what do we got? Discard up to 5 food to tuck 5 cards, that's bad. Brown Pelican, gain 3 fish from the supply. That's not terrible. But I don't have any fish at the moment, so that's a bit of a tall order. I really want to get one of these birds out. And this lets me draw cards too, so... Gains me grain, that's pretty nice. Do I need the other tuck? I think I might toss this. I really need the food at the moment. Or is this just too slow, this Nutcracker? I'm not sure. I think I like it. So I'm going to cycle this. And draw 2 bonus cards, keep 1. That's not what I'm after. Kind of like this. So yeah, this is not looking too bad. Only thing you dislike about the wood duck is it makes you play it in the forest. Almost a necessity for a forest survival strategy. See, that's interesting. That's the thing that I actually like about the wood duck. I mean, you could play it into the wetlands because it's got 2. It's got a forest or a wetlands, but this is the thing I like about it is the off-habitat resources. Because now if I play this Nutcracker, which I'm going to, now every time I activate my forest, I get 2 food, I get an extra food, and then I get a card. So instead of having to do forest to get food, and then wetlands to get cards, and then play a card, which takes me 3 turns, I could potentially do all of those actions in 2 turns because I'm drawing the cards and the food at the same time. But yeah, if you play it into the forest, it definitely makes you want to activate your forest a lot more. So you're probably not going to get a big grasslands engine if that's what you wanted to do. So this is bad because I'm going to lose the end of round goal, but the end of round goal in round 1 kind of sucks anyway, so I'd rather set my engine up. So this sets me up nicely. Oh, I can actually lay eggs here. Let's have a look at our opponents. So this person has 2 eggs in a bowl nest. This person has none. And I do actually need eggs. So what do we need it in? We need it in a bowl. So oh, what am I doing? I could have just drawn the raven. That was so dumb. Ugh. Oh, the raven's so good. But I mean, to be honest, because I'm going forest, the raven's not as good as it usually is. But still, that was a misplay. Raven is insane. Yeah, as a wetland bird, it's bad because it costs too much food. I don't like it as a wetland bird at all. Discard 1 wheat to tuck 2 cards. Tuck a card, draw a card. Steal a fish from another player and cache it. That's not bad, but that costs too much food. Alright, so what do I want to do here? We probably want to get a fish and oh, that ability is only from the feeder. I didn't actually realize that. While players lay an egg on any bowl nest, you may lay an extra egg on an additional bowl nest. Kingfish is just impossible to get out with this setup. I don't want to play that into the wetlands, and that costs 2 food for a 4-point bird. I think I want some grassland birds here. Yeah, I think if you're playing the wood duck into the wetlands, because it's essentially only drawing you 1 card, it lets you cycle through them a bit quicker, which is nice. But I just think it's bad. And this bird, I don't think is very good, to be honest. 4 points for 3 food, and it's essentially only gaining you 1 egg because your opponents are also getting eggs. I think that's just bad. So what I might do here, I might gain some more food, and I want to get this pelican out. So I'm going to cycle that. I didn't get anything for my pelican, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to just diversify my food a little bit. Going to take that food. I still don't think any of these are worth it. That's not bad. That's quite nice, actually. Discard an egg to gain 2 food. That is pretty sick. That's a migrator. I don't think I need a migrator. Yeah, so that was an amazing draw. That's a very, very, very good card, that Raven. Alright, and everyone's giving me food. That's fantastic. So I think I'm going to start wetlanding. Sorry, grass landing. Is there anything worth drawing for the grasslands? No. So maybe I'll just play the Raven first. Seems good.
Common raven. Ravens are omnivores whose diet includes insects, rodents, eggs, birds, and carrion.
I mean, I can just play this to get my engine going. And that way I'm getting a lot of eggs and I'm getting a lot of food. I just don't like this because it's so expensive. But what else am I going to do? I could draw cards. But I think while I got it. I mean, if I start using this and I start using the Raven, I'm going to need to cycle through some eggs. So I think this is not terrible. And it also helps me with my end of round goal for birds in the grasslands, so. I don't know, let me know your thoughts. I think this is a bad bird just because it's too expensive, but I don't think it's the worst thing that could have happened. So I'm going to prioritize not laying on my bowl nests here. And I'm going to gain some food here. I'm not really sure what food I'm going to need, so I'm just going to take some random stuff. And then I can get my pelican out, which is pretty nice. Costs 2 fish, I gain 3 fish.
Brown pelican, seriously endangered in
Not
the
bad.
1970s. Brown pelicans are thriving after the US and Canada banned DDT.
So at this point I really want to be drawing some cards. And given that there's kind of garbage down here, I think I'm just going to draw them off the top. The other option I have is I can gain food. That gains me 3 food, and then I get to look at 2 cards. I might actually do that. These are both garbage. But at least this is cheap. And at least I'm going to win this 3rd round goal because I got a billion food. Alright, let's see what we got here now. Alright, so this, tuck a card if you do lay an egg. That's nice in the wetlands. Choose one player for each action cube on their wetlands. Tuck 1 card from your hand behind this bird, then draw an equal number of cards. That's a really interesting bird. And I've got so much food economy, I can play some of these. This one, tuck a card if you do lay an egg. I don't have that much card draw, so I don't think that's great. Choose one other player for each action cube on their grasslands. Cache 1 food from the supply on any of your birds. That's not bad. I think I'm just going to go off the top here. I don't think any of these are so spectacular that I want them. The red-winged blackbird's pretty interesting. It's only 1 food. It's 2 points. And it's 2 a turn. That's actually pretty good. Otherwise I can get the bigger bird. But that goes in the grasslands. I kind of want to put this in the wetlands. Is that worth it? So if an opponent lays... So this is going to go off twice. So if an opponent lays probably going to get like 2 points and then 2 points. I think if I put this in my grasslands, how many eggs am I going to lay? I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't be too worried about food at this point. That's... don't know. Lay an egg on any bird. That just doesn't seem powerful enough. I think I'll toss that. And then I'm looking for some bigger birds. Discard up to 5. That's not bad. That actually lets me do quite a lot. Oh, wild turkey. I might actually draw that. That's a big bird. Then it goes in the grasslands. And this is a 5-pointer. That's insane. 5 points for a 1-food bird is really ridiculous. So I'm going to draw a couple more cards. For each mouse in this bird's cost, you may pay 1 card from your hand. If you do, tuck the paid... That's not bad. And... How much value will I get from that? I should have played that this turn. That was foolish of me, actually. I think at this point I just toss it. So I think I just play the turkey. I mean, that's a lot of points. I'll play the Swift first.
Common swift. Swifts stay in the air for months between breeding. The name Athos means, incorrectly, no feet.
So I don't have a cherry for that. I could play the magpie, actually. And then I can lay eggs, and then I can get a cherry. But is the magpie worth it? It's hard to say. What are my opponents up to at the moment? Neither of them seem to have particularly big middle rows. So I don't know if the magpie is worth playing. Yeah, okay. You know, I've never played it before, so let's do it.
Eurasian magpie. These birds are considered to have very high intelligence, similar to great apes.
Oh, I gained a cherry. That's perfect. So I need some eggs. And do I want to discard eggs for food? I'm not even sure I do here. What do I want to play for the rest of the game? I want to play the turkey. So that's going to be 3 of my food down. I could already play the goshawk. That's got a big nest as well. So I probably only want to play 2 more birds. So this one's going to cost me a couple of eggs. This one I can probably get rid of that card. And I don't think I need the food. No, I don't need the food, which is funny because this power is insane. So you usually want to use that, but I've just got so much food with this setup. And I think I just yeet this out. And so I think I pay a mouse and a card. Because then I can tuck the card, it turns it into a point, which is nice.
Northern Goshawk. In the Middle Ages, only nobles were allowed to use goshawks in falconry.
Oh, I should have activated that because I could have got 2 worms. Sure. So that's nice. I can turn my worms into points. And then we're going to jam the turkey. We've maxed out the end around goal, which is super nice. And then we're just going to lay eggs for the rest of the game.
Wild turkey. Wild turkeys were domesticated in the
And we're going to
Americas
toss
and
these fish for
bred
extra
wild.
eggs as well. So I'm going to gain these worms, so then I can use them for my end around goal. Not my end around goal, sorry, my round end power. So I'm going to continue to discard all my fish and turn it into eggs, which give me points, so that's always nice. So yeah, these birds here, for any new players, Common Raven and Chahookan Raven, anything that lets you exchange eggs for cards or eggs for food are insane. And 1 egg for 2 food is really, really, really insane. So we're going to keep tossing all our fish. We have no use for fish at this point. And then pretty much this is a standard end game. You're just laying eggs. And this is perfect. I'm going to end up with exactly 5 worms, so I can tuck all those at the end. That's super good. Lay eggs on both my bowl nests. I'm not going to play this because I've got 5 worms. That's the most I can tuck. And I think we're going to get a monster score here because we had a nice start. We got a lot of food and draw economy early. And then through the mid game, we got some bigger birds. We got some 4s, 5s, 5, 8. And then late game, we had a stacked grasslands. We win the end around goal. We laid lots of eggs. We tucked a few cards in the early and mid game. We tucked a lot of food. So we're going to get a monstrous score here. So our opening hand wasn't that good, but well, you get to see the most exciting bit. The end was just laying eggs. You didn't miss anything there. Oh yes, okay. I am familiar with that activity. Yep. So we cracked 100, which is always nice. So if we have a look at the overview, let's see what our opponents did first. So here, Yeah, cracking 100 is always good. See what they had. Choose a food type. All players gain food. So that's not bad in the middle row. Discard 5 food for each tucker card. You need a lot of food economy to make that work. Here, gain that. Supply in cash on this card anytime. You may spend the wheat. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I think probably what this player suffered from was just not enough card draw. So they had a fair bit of food generation in this middle row and in this top row. But then just didn't have enough cards, so they only played 6 birds for the whole game, which is not great. Here, similar story. Not a lot of card draw. They had the red knot, that only draws you 1 card when you play it. This one, discard eggs to gain food. That's not bad. It's middle row, discard wheat and tuck cards, and up top row, tuck a card, draw a card, gain a food, tuck a card, draw a card. So those are not bad birds, but probably just didn't have enough card draw again, so I only played 6 birds. Whereas if you look at us, what did we focus on early? We focused on... We got the wood duck out early to get some card draw going. We got the barn swallow early to try and cycle the bad cards that we didn't want. And then we eventually got the nutcracker, which turned out to not be that great. 3 points for 3 food for 5 points, and it only gained us 2 food. So that was probably not worth playing in the end. That's a lot of food for not many points. And then this one, when played, we got to tuck a card. That was all a bit of a nothing, because we ended up getting this raven here. If we didn't have the raven, then stacking this top row is better, because then you can draw lots of food. And we're also drawing cards at the same time. But once you get the raven, which we got in the mid game, then you no longer need to activate the forest, because look at this, discard 1 egg to gain 2 food. So every time you activate your middle row, you're gaining 2 wild card food, which is even better because you don't have to worry about what's in the feeder. And we also got the pelican out, which ended up getting us 3 fish, which I ended up turning into eggs at the end. So that was nice. So yeah, we had a nice early game with the wood duck. It was a little bit slow because this costs 2 grain. Getting it out at the start is kind of awkward because you can't start with 2 of the same food type at the start of the game. So we started with a cherry, a grain, and I think we started with a worm. And then turn 1, we drew a grain, and then we got the wood duck out. And then we started drawing food and drawing cards, which is super nice. So yeah, not too much else to say. I think that was a really instructional game for any new players. I think, and the previous game too. I think if you get a card that you can play into the forest that draws cards, that's huge, because there's not too many of those. You can get a lot that can tuck cards or cycle cards, but you don't get a lot that just actually net draw you cards. And this one here, draw 2, so you get to look at 2 cards and pick the best one. That's even better than just draw a card, because you get to choose the better of the 2. So this wood duck let us cycle a lot of cards while we were generating a lot of food. We eventually struck gold with the raven, and then from there, our middle row just took off. We were laying eggs, we were gaining food. We'd already drawn a fair bit of cards. We were drawing 2 at a time in this bottom row, and then yeah, we got the turkey for 8 points, huge nest capacity, and that just let us lay eggs for the rest of the game. So yeah, that was a really smooth game. Get your food and your card draw up. It through the mid game, focus on the middle row so you can lay eggs, and then just go nuts at the end of the game and lay a lot of eggs and get a lot of points. And that's what we did. Look how many points we got through eggs and just playing big birds. Whereas our opponents got a lot of points from tucking cards, but not enough points from eggs and not enough points from playing birds. Alright, I am going to call stream there. I've had a really long one. but it's been really, really fun. So I'm going to see if anyone else is streaming. I wonder if Liz is online. Let's see if anyone is streaming Catan or Wingspan. Catan Console Edition. Or if anyone... Wait longer as you split it in the interview. Someone's playing Colonist, and then Wingspan. If anyone's playing Wingspan, I'll probably give them a raid. I have been playing Wingspan, so I assume there are some... No, it's just me. Alright, so I'm going to... I'll see what this stream is like. They've only got one viewer, so it's always nice to raid them. Coming up in 3 hours. That's true. What am I at? 257. They don't have a camera though. I would prefer someone with a cam. Let's check out this person.
Oh, I just got that card, dog. What the heck?
give me that.
What is going on? Yeah, Reese is just.
Alright, I'm just going to rate this person. I have no idea what they're like. I think they're playing on console against bots, but they've only got one viewer, so... followers only chat. So it's nice to raid people with low viewers. The other person seems to be doing alright. Alright, so I'm going to go... /raid Tio Lala. Let's go click the follow button, blow up the chat, send them some love, and thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you next time. And if anybody wants to hit me up on Discord, here is my server. And I'll be playing a lot of Wingspan, a lot of Catan in days to come, so get around it. Alright, /raid Tio Lala. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to IceQueen, who's probably asleep right now, but she was just fantastic this morning, so that was excellent. Alright, have a great one.